I'm discouraged, and quite frankly, I'm annoyed.
Just figuring out who to call was the first challenge for Nancy Boyd.
I immediately did call the RCMP here in Parksville. Yeah, I got the runaround from them. They told me to call bylaws. Then they said, no, don't call bylaws. You need to call VHA, which is our local health authority.
She was trying to report neighbors who she says got back last week from international travel who she saw out walking. She says they returned after the federal government ordered anyone coming back from anywhere in the world to stay home for 14 days. The message has been prominent in Canada's airports, and officers at border crossings have been told to relay that information. It's all in an effort to contain COVID-19 and reduce its spread.
Our way of approaching this in public health is to ensure that people know what is expected of them.
The problem, though, is when those people don't know or choose to ignore the new rules. Enforcement of the federal order has been placed on provincial governments. In BC, that has been passed on to local bylaw officers. They say, though, their powers are extremely limited.
The role that we have been given is to simply, advise the complainants that there is a strong expectation by all levels of government that people will comply with orders. But we are not going to be knocking on people's doors and telling them they should be doing that.
Absolutely, we need to do better at a governmental level. But let's be clear, and this is especially clear now. The Government of Canada and Foreign Affairs Canada is going through an extraordinary process to help Canadians to come home. And there is no excuse.
The federal government has said failure to self-isolate after travel could come with a fine for up to $750,000 and or imprisonment for 6 months. But just who would hand down that punishment remains the big question. Megan Batchelor, CBC News, Vancouver.